Hey guys, Amanda here. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I wanted to make a part 2 to the video that I just posted about the comments that people had left, because I was super tired when I made that video, and I don't think I got all of my points across. So I'm going to do that now. So here we go. Oh, I just wanted to say that this is meant for the people who commented. It's not meant for my wonderful, loving YouTube family, okay? I love you guys. This is in response to them, and that video and this one that I am going to post, if they decide that they're going to not follow the community guidelines in the comment section, which they didn't do for one of the videos, and then the one that I took down, I'm going to leave the comments so people can, leave comments. I always review them, but if they're not going to be nice about it, if they're going to do that, if there's too much of it, I will just disable the comments. But if people are willing to have a conversation, like an adult one, then we'll see what happens. But I'm just saying that up front. So, all right, here we go. So, number one, I wanted to go over the person that talked about me selling my meds and selling my son's meds. Now, the type of meds that I have and the type of meds that my son has that would potentially be the ones to sell are where I live. They only get filled on the, like, if they're like a 30-day supply, they have to go 30 days. And they don't do it like they used to, but they don't do it anymore because of the opioid epidemic. But you used to be able to get it filled like a day in advance, sometimes 2 days in advance. But no, now it is right up to 30 days. Like, you can't get it done beforehand. The insurance companies will not allow it, at least the insurance that we have. So, and not only that, a minimum of a 2-week supply has to go to the school. So even if I wanted to, which I don't, I do not sell my meds or my son's meds. That would make me a horrible mother. That would put my son in danger. It would actually put him in the hospital, is what it would do. And I'm not going to do that. And I would be caught immediately. Like, it would be evident that he didn't have his meds, okay? So for you to say that, oh, and also our meds, well, I don't know about him because he's a minor, but we're both subject to random pill counts, and I don't know about him, but I am also subject to, a drug test, which is a urine test. I think that's common for most people. So for you to say these things, I think that maybe you are projecting. So that's a horrible thing to say. Seriously. Number two, somebody said that, I guess they said that they watch a lot of my videos, and my videos are either I'm the victim or I portray myself as a perfect angel. I do no wrong and I'm always right. Now, something about that right there. People have said that to me throughout my life, and that includes my mother. Now, the thing that I have noticed when people say that to me is that they are always people that have done or said or treated me in a way that was mean, terrible, just not nice. Like they weren't nice to me. They did something that hurt me or something like that, whether they were a bully or whatever. I find that's just been my experience, okay? And and it's just interesting that you said the same thing. I find this to be a pattern. I find that bullies, people who don't want to take responsibility for the hurtful things that they say and do to other people when they're called out on it, or whatever the situation is, or maybe they have a difference of opinion than you and they use their brain and facts and science. Um, maybe that offends you. I don't know. But whatever the case is, I find that that is what seems to be the theme. So let me just make sure that I got that. So when people talk about something that hurts them or something they've been through, something that was traumatic or something that hurt their feelings or anything like that, I find that people react the way that you do. Now, for example, the other day I brought up something to my mother. Now, I should know better because I gotta work on that, but I should know better than to do this with my mother. But I brought up something and I said, the other day, when I had done this, I said this and your response was this, and this is how it made me feel. And I was just trying to tell her how it made me feel. I wasn't trying to fight with her. I wasn't trying to argue with her. I was just trying to have a conversation. She immediately got angry and defensive and deflective and spun it around onto me and basically said I was wrong. And I think that she said I was wrong, but she also said in the same breath that I think I'm always right. Okay, I'm wrong, but I think I'm always right. Okay, I don't think it can be both ways, but sure. And she did the same thing that you did. She said the same thing. And like I said, she had hurt my feelings. And when I said that she had hurt my feelings, that was when she got upset. So I voiced my opinion. I voiced my feelings. And she got upset. And that's what I did in this other video. Or, well, there were two videos, but one I took down. And you did the same exact thing. So I think that says more about you than it does about me. I don't think it says anything about me. I think that you see things in a black and white way, and it's either your way or the highway. I think that's kind of how you see it. And just to be clear, yes, there are videos on my channel where I was a victim in situations. Those are facts. They are facts, okay? It's my life experience. And it took a lot of courage to talk about those things. All right? So if you don't like it, don't watch it. But to go a step further, yes, I have been a victim of many people and the things that they have done to me over the years. Yes, I have. That is true. But I'm also a survivor. I'm also a fighter. And I'm also a thriver. But I don't think you've watched all of my videos. And you're not here in my personal life to know what I do, to know what goes on, to know anything about my life other than these videos that I put up. So I don't really think you know what you're talking about. I think you were just mad, I triggered you, and then you responded. I think that's what happened. I think you're a bully, and I triggered you. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. All right, number 3. I'm the one that starts the drama. I'm the one that's the instigator. And because you only hear my side of the story. Well, of course you only hear my side of the story. This is my channel. Why would I go to somebody who's doing horrible things to me, go, do you want to come on my channel and tell your side of the story? I'm not a news channel. Wow. And I don't have to have that other person's side of the story. Okay, if you want the other person's side of the story, you go talk to them. They'll give you a whole bunch of BS, but you're free to go do it. And if that's what you think, and if that's what you want to believe, that is your choice. I can't make you think or believe the truth, but you do what you want to do. All right, so some examples of that I wanted to give, because you gave your examples. I mean, it's deleted now, but I don't really care. So when I moved into my apartment, everyone profiled me and my son, and they just assumed we were going to be trouble, when in actuality, that wasn't the case. People brought their drama to us. Okay? Somebody left a note under my door. I was there about a month and a half, I think. I hadn't really known anybody, not really. And I woke up one day and there were a few cars that had been broken into, and some of their money and a couple of, CDs. I don't really know exactly, but I know that some of their money that they left lying around in their car had been stolen. That was the most that I got out of it. And somebody had left me a note accusing me of doing it. And they said some other threatening things in that letter. They even went after my son. People love to attack my son. Yeah, they do. And I didn't know anybody really that much. And I was always nice to everyone. But they didn't like me because they profiled me. I didn't instigate anything. All I did was move into my first apartment. That's what I did. My son had just come home from the hospital, and I was trying to live on my own and be on my own for the first time and be a mother to my son. So if that's what you consider instigating, then I guess I did. And you know what? It wasn't me who broke into people's cars. There were teenagers going around the area that I live in, and they were breaking into multiple people's cars because they caught them. But do you think I got an apology? No, because they're people like you. I'm speaking about the commenters now, okay? Just assuming I am a horrible person. Hold up a mirror. Hold up a mirror. All right. Okay, the neighbors next door. They accused the woman that lived there. She accused me of trying to run her and her 2 daughters over when I came home one day. I'm busy.
I need the spray. Henry, get.
It's right there.
Oh.
Can you shut my door, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. What was I saying? The woman next door accused me of trying to run her and her kids over. That didn't happen. What happened is I pulled in onto the road. I saw her coming up the road with her 2 children. I stopped my car so she could either come up the road, or move over to the side. She had whatever choice she was going to make, she was going to make. She decided to move onto the side of the road. And that's what she did. So then I continued and I parked. 2 days later, her boyfriend, I was outside hanging up laundry, and her boyfriend came over and started yelling at me and threatening to physically hurt me because she told him that I tried to run them over. I'm busy. I gotta lock that door. And now this was 2 days later. And so I asked him, if I actually did that, why did you wait 2 days? And why didn't you call the police? He had nothing to say because I didn't do it. Okay? I didn't do what they said. Sorry, what she claimed I did. It was just made up in her head, sort of like the stuff you guys made up. All right, next. Oh. Okay. All the stuff that went down between us and the neighbors, they were always starting stuff with us, whether it was me or our friend that came over, my mom, my son, whatever it was. They always started whatever went down, okay? We tried to avoid them at all costs, but they couldn't help themselves. You know, people who are just addicted to drama, if they're not getting drama from you, then they create it. That's who they are. So one day we are outside. This was before we had the fence. And I was outside with my mom and our friend, and we're just sitting there talking, minding our own business. And the man comes outside, and it was just him. And he came outside, and then he came out of the house, and then he walked up in his driveway to the end of the driveway where the road is, not into the road, but to the end of the driveway where it meets the road. And then he was just staring at us, I guess for intimidation purposes, I don't know. And I turned my chair sideways, and then I kept, because at first, I was sitting and we were looking at the lawn and everything, but he came out and it was just like, okay. And he did that, and so I turned my chair sideways. Well, we were still talking, and then my mom and my friend noticed that he went into the back of his car, and then he pulled something out. And my friend goes, oh my God, he has a gun. And I turned my head, and he was holding up a gun like this, okay, just holding it. And then he looks at us and he goes, while holding up the gun, he's like, Okay, that's what he did. I take that as a threat. Now, whether it was real or not, I have no idea. Does it matter? That's a threat. Okay, didn't do anything. We were sitting outside talking, trying to ignore them. And at that point, I turned my chair completely around so my back was facing them. Like, that's ridiculous. And then I guess when his girlfriend came out with the kids, he suddenly hid it under his shirt. Don't know if she knows about it. Don't care. But that's a threat. So if we were like starting the drama or instigating it, that means that the fact that we were outside minding our own business is instigation. I don't know where you get I don't know how your brain works, but I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. All right. They killed my cat and then laughed at me when we buried him. So they poisoned my cat, left him out front of my window. My mom found him because she woke up before I did. He was only like 4 or 5. He was in perfect health. Shouldn't have died. And you could tell he was poisoned. And so my friend, this was our cat Lucky. That was that video I made about Lucky. And our friend dug a hole out back. And we went to bury him. And they were outside. And it was that time of night where it's like dusk, so it's not really that light out, but it's not really that dark out either. And they had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 cars or something. So they were going in between the cars and they were over there snickering and laughing. And we buried him and all that stuff. And as I'm walking inside, because he was finishing putting the dirt on, because I could hear them. And I'm walking, and as I got directly across from them, I stopped and I turned to them and I said, I can hear you and I can see you and I hear you laughing and snickering and I know that you killed my cat and it's not funny. I see you over there. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You guys are horrible, evil people and you belong in prison. And they immediately stopped snickering and laughing because they didn't think I knew they were there. And then they ran inside their house. So, yeah. I don't think I instigated that one. And how that happened is that they had called the cops one day over something that didn't even happen. And they told the cops, the guy told the cops that if our cats step on their property one more time, cats roam and there's no law against that, he would kill our cats and then hang them from our dog's runner. Well, I guess he decided that wasn't what he wanted to do. They wanted to poison him instead. That's just horrible. That's horrible to do. And they also randomly and frequently called 911, using up the resources. And the cops always believed their story, no matter if it made sense or not. They never believed the truth. The cops in this town, you don't understand the cops in this town. They don't believe what the truth is. They just do whatever they want. They're not good people here, okay? They're not. Let's just put it this way. They like their red light specials, if you know what I'm talking about, okay? They're dirty cops, is what I'm trying to tell you. They're not good people. I don't know if all of them are like that, but majority of them, they're dirty cops, all right? That's why they don't like me, because I don't put up with their BS, and I will tell them that. That's why they don't like me. I see right through them. So, all right. So number 4, the video that I put up about the 2 people who were following me in the parking lot. So you said it's ironic that I label myself crazy, so I shouldn't be calling other people crazy as an insult, and I don't know, you went on and on and on about stuff. So what do I have to say to that? Well, partly, I was expressing my opinion, and it's called the First Amendment. I have the right to freedom of speech. And I was referring to their behavior as creepy and crazy. I mean, if I did that to you, would you think that's normal? Would you be like, "Oh, look at her. She's stalking us. That's amazing." I don't think that's how you'd look at it. You would think it's creepy and crazy. Okay? Like, that behavior is not okay. All right? So, if you don't like my opinion, you don't have to watch the video. All right? These people also stalked my friend as well, okay, in the same parking lot while he walked his dog. So, again, that's like 2 times that this has happened. All right? These people, when they lived in my building, they used to key my car. They took the air out of my tires. They lied to the management. They lied to people in the building about me. You know, they said a whole bunch of things. They manipulated the situation, and nobody believed that they were treating me the way that they were treating me until they got the treatment from these people. And then they took action and they got themselves evicted. Okay? So I didn't instigate anything. I tried to alleviate the situation, and they just wouldn't leave me alone, especially the man, wouldn't leave me alone. Okay? So if I call them creepy and crazy, it's because that's how I feel about them, because of all the things that they did to me. And if you don't like it, watch a different channel. All right, next. My weight. So somebody, I guess they were trying to insult me about my weight and how big I am and all this stuff. Well, at my highest weight to where I am now, I've lost 41 pounds. I'm going to clap for myself because I am proud of that. I've been working out. I've been doing my physical therapy. I have been eating right. I've been doing all the stuff that I need to do, So I'm proud of myself. And if that upsets you, go somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you about that. Now, I'd like to use the pool, but I have a sprained ankle right now, and I do not feel comfortable walking on a wet surface where I could slip and fall and re-injure myself. I just don't feel comfortable. So until my ankle's fully healed, I will not be using the pool. I was going to start using it, but my car, I cannot drive it, and my ankle is sprained. So I got a couple barriers there, but I am going back to physical therapy starting tomorrow because my surgery was postponed, and I have been doing the exercises at home that I need to be doing. The one thing that I wanted to do for Christmas, but I decided I'm going to wait just because of the price, was I wanted to get a set of 5-pound weights. I have a set of 2 and 3-pound weights, but I wanted to get a set of 5. But I couldn't find a set of 5-pound weights that were reasonably priced. Either it came as you can buy a set of 5-pound weights, but you have to buy one part of the set for like an outrageous amount of money, and then you can buy this other one separately. It's like, no, they come in a set. Or you could buy 2 sets of weights, which was like $50 to $60. I'm like, no, thank you. I will wait until it's much better, because those weights shouldn't cost that much money. It's ridiculous. This inflation thing is ridiculous. But you attacked me about my weight. I'm doing something about it. Okay? I'm doing what I need to do. I'm being healthier. I'm exercising. I'm doing what I need to do. But I have a question for you. What are you doing about your attitude and personality? Are you working on that? Because, yikes. All right, moving on. The next one. Somebody said, crazy people are attracted to you. But crazy people aren't attracted to you. You're the crazy one. And I don't know, they said something about that. I don't remember exactly how they worded it. But, crazy people are attracted to me not because I am crazy and I do things to draw them out. That's not how it goes. I try my hardest to keep crazy, whether it's situational or has to do with people or whatever it is. And when I say crazy, I'm talking about like outrageous things, people and their outrageousness, like that type of thing. Okay, like I don't need the drama. I really don't. Drama, just wake up and go outside. You will find drama. Okay. It has a way of finding me, and so don't the people. Like just talking about the people in the parking lot. I didn't seek them out. They found me and then didn't leave me alone. Like they followed. Like I was going for a walk with my dog. Like I guess that was exciting to them. I don't know. But I mind my own business. I live my life, and the craziness finds me. I try to avoid it at all costs. So think what you want. You don't live with me. You don't experience my life with me. You do not know what you're talking about. So, whatever. All right. So, this one I think I forgot to mention on the other one. And it is, somebody had said something about, it's awfully convenient how I remember all the things that I say, but I never remember what anyone else says in these incidents and things like that, and all that stuff. And they kind of got it right, but not so much. See, here's the thing. I have PTSD. When you have PTSD, when you are engaged in a situation that is traumatic, your brain automatically puts you in a state of dissociation. So when you're going through the situation, when you're out of that situation, your brain tries to protect you from the traumatic experience. So you kind of got it right. Some things I remember and some things I don't. That doesn't mean that I won't remember it later or down the road or whatever. It's called association, and it happens to people who have this disorder, okay? Because it's a trauma-based disorder, and that's how your brain copes with trauma. It doesn't want you to remember it because it was painful. So events, people, like, you might not remember what someone said. You might not even remember what you said. You might be like, I said something along the lines of this. I don't remember exactly. I just remember how I felt, or I remember that there was a fight, or you might remember bits and pieces because your brain has found a way to, I'm blocking this out because I don't want to remember it because it's too painful. So whoever left that comment, do your research because you know nothing. Okay? Like, that was an ignorant comment. Ignorant meaning you're not educated in that subject. Get yourself educated. Okay? So those are the points that I wanted to hit that I believe that I missed. And, again, I just wanted to, I just want to say, if you don't like me, excuse me, if you don't like me and you don't like my content and you hate me and you think terrible things about me, you think all these bad negative things about me, why are you watching my videos? Why are you here on my channel? There are many, many channels out there. Go there, okay? It won't hurt my feelings, okay? This channel is meant for people who need it. It's meant for people to get something out of it that they may not get elsewhere, okay? And if you have such a negative viewpoint of me, or you don't like the fact that I have a brain and I use freedom of speech and I voice my opinion and it differs from yours, and then you come back with a bully mentality, I think you need to look inward. I think you need to get a counselor, and I think you need to start a relationship with God. Okay, just my opinions. I'm sure you're not gonna like that I said that, but whatever. I don't care. I don't like the things you said to me. So, and I do own when I do something wrong. I don't know where you got that I don't, but I do own my stuff. Maybe it's time you own yours. Okay? And again, if you are hateful in the comment section, I will report you, block you, whatever I need to do, because this is a place for people to feel safe. It is a place for people to have discussions. It is a place for people to ask questions and that type of thing. So, and if it gets out of hand or anything like that, I will disable the comments for this video and the previous video. So just let me know that. All right, so I think I covered all that I needed to cover, and here we are. All right, so I will be putting out a video on the topiramate, and I have other topics that I do want to talk about as well. So those will be coming out when I have a chance, excuse me, to make those videos. And yeah, so here we are. And again, this video and the last video was meant as a response to those commenters. Okay, so I love you guys. You are my YouTube family, and I love you guys. So I just want you to know that. I don't want you to think I'm, yelling at you or being mad at you or anything like that. I'm not even mad at them. I'm just like, I don't understand that whole, like, I feel like the bullies came out and are just like, let's attack her. Okay, like, that's how it kind of felt. And I apologized for, what I said and all that stuff, because I own my stuff. But I don't think that this is going to happen with these people. I just don't think so. But it is what it is. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. Please take care of yourselves and one another. It is the Christmas holiday coming up, so be safe out there. Drive safe, treat people well, okay? Like, if somebody grabs that last thing, just let them have it, okay? You can get something another time, it's fine. But be kind to yourself, be kind to others, spread the holiday cheer, but, spread the cheer anyway, any time of year, it doesn't matter. Excuse me. Oh, my throat. So spread the cheer, spread the love, and make sure to love yourselves and love one another. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Oh, peace and love, as always.